All right, what is up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about something a little different. This is basically a news story that's kind of close to home, and it's definitely a super weird subject. So let me just hit you with the title of the actual article. It's Harvard Morgue manager and associates charged with trafficking human remains, sold parts via Facebook and PayPal. A former employee at the Harvard Medical School morgue has been charged with selling human remains from donated bodies and allowing buyers to choose which parts they wanted according to federal prosecutors. The morgue's manager, Cedric Lodge, was part of a massive nationwide network that bought and sold human remains stolen from the university's medical school. So according to this, from 2018 to 2022, Lodge and his wife, Denise Lodge, stole the corpses, removed parts such as the head, brain, skin, and bones, and sold them to their accomplices. They would also allow their buyers to come into the morgue itself and pick whichever parts they had eyes on. Basically, this is just a giant buffet going on. They get to come in, pick their own meats, pick their own pieces of this person's body that has been donated here to science, by the way. Like, that's how they get all these bodies. Basically, if you're an organ donor or if you sign your body up to help science after you die, this is the type of thing that happens. You know what I mean? It goes here. The medical school is supposed to work on it, but apparently you got these two fucking clowns just selling off your body parts like it's freaking, you know what I mean, chicken thighs and chicken wings at the store, dude. Like, I don't know. Now, one of their main buyers, Katrina McLean, allegedly agreed to purchase 2 human faces for a total of $600, which, first off, that seems incredibly low. For the crimes you people are committing, like basically grave robbing or like, I don't even know, just selling human remains, I feel like, bro, you should be taxing this. Like, this is, first off, you're risking your whole job. You're bringing people to your house. This is just too much stuff to only be making $600 off of. Prosecutors also stated McLean kept the remains she purchased and resold them through her store, Cat's Creepy Creations, which sells creations that shock the mind and shake the soul, according to her Instagram page. A second buyer named Joshua Taylor sent more than $37,000 to Denise for body parts between September 2018 and July 2021. See, this is what I was talking about. This lady bought 2 people's whole faces, like some real like serial killer stuff, for $600. Meanwhile, you got this other dude spending almost 30 grand, which still isn't a lot. Between a couple years of work of doing this kind of creepy work, like, I don't know, bro. I would be expecting these people to at least be touching hundreds of thousands, if not the low millions of dollars for this type of weird stuff. You know what I mean? We all know this shit gets sold everywhere around the world, so apparently we're just cheap, you know what I mean? They're just taking whatever type of money they can get for it. Not to mention the fact that this woman bought the faces and then resold them on her Instagram page. I mean, dude, what a creepy story. This sounds wild. Like, I don't know what type of weird shit she's selling. It's Massachusetts. If she's in Massachusetts, I don't know. We sell a lot of weird shit up here. We got Salem, Massachusetts that sells all the witch stuff, so who knows? Taylor had also added memos to his payments describing what he wanted. A payment for $1,000 came with a memo that read head number 7, and another for $200 that just said brains with a bunch of eyes in it. So I don't know. Clearly these people are like super weird at the end of the day. Like, you're literally idiots. You're giving yourself away. You're talking about head number 7, brains. That's like in your Cash App description of what you're paying for. Like, that's like if somebody was buying drugs and they literally just put for drugs. Gerald M. Karam, the U.S. Attorney for the Middle District of Pennsylvania, said in a statement, "Some crimes defy understanding, and that the theft and trafficking of human remains strikes at the very essence of what makes us human." And I agree, dude. I don't understand this at all, to be honest. These people all seem like fucking idiots. 2 deans from Harvard Medical School told students in a statement that Lodge and his accomplices acted independently and no one else on campus knew of what was happening. They say that we are appalled to learn that something so disturbing could happen on our campus, a community dedicated to healing and serving others. The reported incidents are a betrayal of Harvard Medical School, and most importantly, each of the individuals who altruistically chose to donate their bodies to Harvard Medical School through the Anatomical Gift Program to advance medical education and research. And that was the whole program that these people were actually stealing these bodies from. It wasn't just, obviously, they weren't killing anybody for this. They weren't going out of their way to murder somebody. They were going through the program in which people donate their bodies to science for medical education and research. Basically, so newer doctors or newer people coming up in the field actually have actual human bodies to test on once somebody passes. And that's kind of why it's so fucked up. Like, dude, these people donated themselves. Like, and these people probably cut off your face and took your brains and sold it for $200 through PayPal and on Facebook. Like, what? How fucking disrespectful. Because, yo, if there is an afterlife, if there are spirits, bro, I hope these people get haunted for the rest of their life. I hope that these things beat their asses in their sleep or whatever. One of the men involved in the trafficking ring, named Jeremy Pauly, who's the man that I put on the thumbnail that looks like an actual demon, he actually reached a plea deal in this case. According to CBS 21, Pauly will plead guilty to 2 counts of conspiracy to commit interstate transportation of stolen property and 1 count of actual interstate transportation of stolen property. So basically, he was 2 charges of conspiring to do the crime and then 1 charge of actually doing the crime itself, like transporting stolen property. Crazy that they're considering dead human remains as stolen property. Let's be straight up. Like, I don't know. I feel like that should be a little bit worse on the totem pole of crimes than that. But Pauly had also purchased remains from Candace Chapman Scott of Little Rock, Arkansas, who was indicted back in May. And Pauly could face up to 15 years in prison, a $500,000 fine, and 3 years of supervised release, as well as admit his guilt in an open court. I think that's the most they can give him, which is honestly not too much. I don't know, bro. I feel like it should be a little bit worse just because, like, dude, you're straight up buying body parts on Facebook, buying them through PayPal. Like, I don't know, bro. I feel like this is just like, I feel like this should set a precedent. Like, yo, we gotta throw this dude in like 150 years just so people don't think they can fucking do this anymore. Like, I don't know. These were people working at Harvard, dude, one of the best schools in America, apparently. You know what I mean? I know we have a lot of good schools up here in Massachusetts and stuff like that near Boston. But dude, like, look at the type of freaks we got up here too. Like, where you can donate your bodies here, but they might cut your face off and sell it for $200 on Facebook. Like, it's the type of people you're dealing with. Anyways, dude, I just want to talk about this because being from Boston area type of thing, this is close to home. I thought this was a crazy, weird story. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. So let me know what you think. I hope you guys don't agree with this. Like, I don't know. I'm hoping that somebody out there thinks, like, I wonder if any of you guys actually go to Harvard or anything like that. You know what I mean? That would be pretty sick. I've only known a couple people that went to Harvard. But anyways, anybody know this person? Heard of this person? Anybody from Philly or anybody know any of these people? Or if you've seen this post on Facebook, let me know, because that would be crazy to put in this video. But anyways, man, this was just a quick one just to get this out there. And yeah, peace. Stay dangerous. Get laid. I'll see y'all next time. If you haven't checked out the new stuff I dropped, make sure you do that. Got a couple new videos out at this point. But anyways, yeah, I'll catch y'all later.
It's a cat.